Okay, so today is March 19th. I'm turning 21 next week, March 26th. So I'm turning 21 this day next week. So I'm gonna be 21 next week, and then I don't know if I should film a video then, but my hair is gonna be pink next couple of videos. Oh, you maybe okay. So my dad gave me $200 or something. That was the good news about last video. I do not remember what I did with that, but yeah. But yeah, I had to get this lotion from CVS, and it's really good. It's but I was waiting to get the best body lotion ever, which is Necessaire. I think that's French. Necessaire body lotion. And but that's like $30 or 40. It's $48 for a good amount, and then I have to cut the bottle open to get the rest of it, and then it's $30 for like what is also a pretty good amount. I don't know, but this is only $20, and it has a good rating on the app where you can check like the ingredients of everything. So it has like 100% good ingredients. That's why I got it as a substitute. And then I've also been wearing natural deodorant, so I had to get a regular deodorant with like AHA. But this, when I first started using this, I was really praying on this to work, but it doesn't. But it smells so good, and when I got it, like actually this doesn't work, so I'm going to eat it actually. But it just looks so good, like, oh my god, wait. I don't even know how to explain it to you, but when I put this on, it literally feels like it doesn't have that, like, yeah, this just, like, oh my god. I'm trying to think. Like, this doesn't feel like a coat of anything on your armpits. Like, it low-key just feels like a cooling, like, this feels like a serum gel or whatever. But that's why it don't work, because deodorant is supposed to feel like that. Yeah. So this was not the solution, but I am gonna eat this with a spoon. I got this from Target. Okay. And then I've been trying not to use Amazon because whatever. So I've been using Shopify, and oh yeah, and I was wearing gold jewelry for like a minute, but it's too heavy, so I had to go back to this. But yeah, I am gonna get a serum deodorant, and it's probably also not gonna work, but it has like, I'll still sweat, but it won't smell bad. So So like because of the AHA or whatever. Oh, so it started to get hot outside, so I would just sit on the quad or at my college, and then yeah, so last week's good news was that I got some money from my dad. This week's good news is that I have some interviews. I have an interview tomorrow downtown. And then I have an interview to be a mentor. And I had to get my sorority formal dress. Actually, okay, I had an interview for a software company today, and it was actually so draining. So I don't even remember what I was gonna talk to y'all about because I'm genuinely so tired. Yeah, I'm genuinely like very tired. Like, the feeling of like talking to somebody that is literally not listening and doesn't care is so tiring. That's why. But the thing is that the guy that was interviewing me over Google Meets of all things, literally, he said that he was gonna give me like a chance, even though this job is just me being self-employed anyway, because it's like a sales job. So like I would like be making my own hours. So I'm being given a job, but like not too much. But it's like all me. If that makes any sense. But like it's an opportunity for me to like choose my own destiny, like all things. And like it's sad because there are so many interviews that I thought were going super well, and the interviewer was being like such an active listener, and afterwards I felt so like good, like I really think that I'm gonna get this, and I obviously don't. But then I had this like super draining interview over Google Meets. Oh my god, it honestly takes so much skill, like people pretending like they're gonna give you the job or like give you an offer, like during your interview, like acting like you're gonna get it. Like that's how I determine if somebody's really grown. Like if they can do a job interview and really be having you think that you got it. like, and they make you feel like you got it in like every way, because they'll show you around and all, like, okay, but anyways, so like, yeah, so he's like asking me if I'm an introvert or not, like, or if I'm an introvert or an extrovert or whatever, or just Google me. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm an introvert, right? You could tell me right now if that doesn't work for you. And but yeah, he was basically like getting me to talk a bunch and waiting until he heard something relevant. Yeah, I was just kind of talking to him about like how I just go to random stuff at my school. So because I just scan random QR codes and I just go, OMG. He low-key could have been listening the entire time and just like only acted like he was engaged when he heard something that like was relevant, and I had no way of knowing what was relevant. And like, oh yeah, he was literally acting like you, like, you know how you answer somebody's question, they're like, kind of, and then they repeat what you just said, like, being like, oh, there's a few minor details that were wrong. Whole time, like, I low-key gave them they actually had a worse version of the answer. Like, you actually just paraphrased what I said, actually. Like, that was worse than what my answer, like, okay. Anyways, so that was very draining. I'm very tired. And also I went to a business investors club meeting, or speaking event yesterday. Like somebody talking about investing. So I have to write about that so that I can get credit for it for another class. And then but yeah, my mom, like, she was like, oh, you can get pink hair, but you don't really have to dye it because your hair doesn't even like lift that well. And I was like, wait, this is the first time like I'm agreeing with you. So yeah, so basically I'm gonna get like a really dark pink. So I'm gonna get like boho or whatever. So moral of the story, I'm not gonna have to dye my roots and whatnot, because the hair is like, it's such a dark pink that like it's not really serious. And as you can see, okay, whatever. But right now, okay, so my hair is like a red color right now, and like this black completely covered it up. So I figured I like, well, not completely, but I figure that the pink will like cover up, like whatever. Anyways, and then what else? yeah, so I have a, okay. So what's, yeah, okay. So I'll tell you guys what, what, like actually summarize what's going on. So I have a sales and marketing for a software company interview tomorrow. And then I'm gonna do some stuff that evening. And then I have a like I have like a mentorship interview, like for me to be a mentor for like the diversity like department of my somewhere in my school. It's like there's like this diversity office. It's called Center for Diversity and Inclusion, and you could be like a mentor. So that's what I applied for. And then yeah, so that is what I'm interviewing for on Friday. And then and then oh, so I'm wearing this from Maybelline Tattoo eye stick. This is a matte pigment for your eyes, but I obviously use it on my lips. But it's like so good. And it probably has horrible ingredients, but when I looked up, I scanned it on the app to see the ingredients, and I couldn't find, like, they don't have a record of this product, so that's why I'm using it, like, because I have no idea if it's good. But yeah, but this was just a replacement for this lipstick, which is my vegan black lipstick that I always get, and like obviously it ran out, so I had to get this thing in here. But yeah, so this came today, and I'm just gonna use this when the other thing runs out. What if this isn't black? Okay, it's black. But yeah, so I typically use this as my pigment for. I just use I use the same thing for my lips as my eyebrows. Yeah, but yeah, so. But yeah, y'all, I've been have gotten humbled, so you're not gonna see any scary videos from me anymore, like what's the word, like evil videos, because I've been so humbled that I don't like feel that anymore, if that makes any sense. like, I'm not like in defense mode, and that was just like a defense, like, but yeah, and this is like full body deodorant is the thing, and doesn't do anything, so, but yeah. Okay, so those are the two things, and then yeah, I had to get my hair rebraided because I had these braids for like, it'll be like 3 months basically, and right, so, and then I have to get my formal dress, which is also gonna be pink, or some like really warm color like yellow, and then orange or hot pink, something like that, and then okay, so at 6 today I'm gonna go because this accounting company is coming to my school to talk, like, to recruit us or whatever, so I have to go to that, like, to see if I can literally get a job. I feel like the reason why the sales guy, like, actually said that he was gonna move forward with me is because I literally said that I'm used to getting, like, rejected from things, so, like, that'll be good to, like, work in sales, like, if you already get rejected from so many things. Like, I was basically just telling him, like, I have a really hard time getting a job, so I do go out for a lot of stuff, and like don't get callbacks, I guess, like, or whatever. And so he was kind of asking me if I'm prepared to be rejected a lot, because people that work in sales get rejected a lot after they like propose like the product. So, like, yeah. But oh yeah, but I'm kind of starting to like my sorority, like, because it's actually like it actually is the most like diverse sorority. Like, it has the most range, I would say. I'm trying to remember, like, what have I even done with my sorority? Mainly the only thing I've been doing is applying for scholarships and applying for scholarships so I can get the money back that I spent on my sorority dues, even when I wasn't even initiated and didn't even have a badge, which was the most expensive period for dues. So, like, but low key, I'm gonna like ask for my job at the library back, and it's gonna sound crazy, but like I want to work here for the summer because all I wanted to do in the first place was just be like at a library, like, but, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm at a library, but the thing is, the only reason why I still go to the school is because it gets better every year. Like, it gets renovated, the school makes a ton of money. The school makes it like gets a ton of donations every year, and I know they treat their donors really good, and they like provide dinners for their donors, and they like meet, like, so that they can meet each other. And so yeah, like, basically this library is getting renovated, so it looks a lot better than when I did work here, which was like the first 2 years of college. But yeah, I want to work here again, and yeah, but it was kind of cute to not work here because obviously, like, a lot, whatever. Yeah, and then what else? I mean, yeah, I don't know, but um, okay. I have to actually go somewhere. Okay. Um, I'll see you tomorrow.